Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. Today we're going to take a close look at the Sega Mega Drive classic game console with 80 built-in games and also have the option to play your original games. This is even the 25th anniversary Sonic the Hedgehog edition. That's pretty cool. Comes with Sonic 1, 2, the 3D, Sonic & Knuckles, Sonic Spinball and even the Mortal Kombat trilogy. That is pretty damn awesome. But let's do a quick overview of a couple of games that are on here. And the list is quite good. I wonder what kind of more games are we going to get, or did they implement a lot of homebrew games? We have Alex the Kid, Alien Storm, Alternate Beast, Arrow Flash, Bonanza Bros, and the list goes on and on and on. There are a lot of cool titles on this one, a lot of cool licensed games. And I think the question remains, if this thing has some okay emulation, is it still worth picking up? For example, Eternal Champions, now of course I already mentioned the Mortal Kombat trilogy, and the list is absolutely crazy. It even comes with Shinobi 3, one of my favorite ones. But oh boy, there we go. Air hockey, like it has been filled up with a lot of crap to make it like a bigger list. Bubble Master is just a Zuma Deluxe clone, that can be fun. But beside that we have like a lot of uncommon and very rare, weird looking and sounding games. But let's take a closer look at it, because I didn't unbox it before. Inside we do have like ourselves the Mega Drive manual, the classic game console instruction manual, and let's see what we're going to find in here. Yeah, there's not like we're going to get information about the games, it's just a manual. Okay, sorry, I said something too fast. Let's do that again. But let's take a close look at the classic game console instruction manual. So inside we do have like all the information in different languages about the system, how you need to boot it up and how you need to implement your original games. A very cool feature that we're going to get ourselves, like even some quick explanation about the game. And I think it's pretty cool that they did that. Let's see, I think it's only in one language. And it only show, oh yeah, there we go, Victor Man and bonus games. They just call this a freaking bonus game. I will call them like rip-off games, oh absolutely. Oh. This system itself is the same stuff we have seen many times before. It comes with wireless controllers, but what I understand of this is not like the high quality ones that we have seen with 2.4 GHz, it's like old school technology. At the front we do have a controller port that we're going to try out if we can play with original system controllers or Sega Mega Drive controllers. Ooh, there's a lot of like say tension in the spring. At the back we do have like AV out, there's no HDMI, that's with these old things. It even shows you where this thing was manufactured in Zhenjiang. Swanky technology, that sounds kind of funny to be honest, swanky. Hey man, where is your system coming from? It's coming from Tranky Internet. Okay, so we have like a converter. To be honest, no idea why this is. Okay, but of course we're having over here the power supply, the 9 volt with the normal barrel jack and the AV out cable. The controller, yeah, what can I say about them? They're like really like cheap feel. The D-pad is a floating D-pad like the original controller, but nothing like, let's say, the original one back in the day. Also, it doesn't feel like really bad when it comes to these very long, weird looking buttons, but yeah. But we do have a menu button, that's pretty cool. Okay, and then we of course have like the Play 1 and Play 2 select, that's a very cool feature. Let's remove this freaking, that's so annoying that they added like a freaking screw to this. Oh yeah, I think they did because it doesn't close up anyway. And then we're having like a compartment for 2 AAA batteries. The only thing is when it comes to the controller, they're using not like the latest technology, but it seems to be working just fine. Of course, if you're going to have like a very, let's say, huge distance between the system itself or an obstacle, then we're going to have a problem. But you can see over here, if something is standing in front of the sensor, nothing works. But beside that, it seems to be working fine. It's really bad. It is really bad. Already mentioned that the list is absolutely great. So we're not talking about Panic Lift or something. Look at this. Plumber Contest, Snake, Spider. Oh boy. Oh, that's really bad. But what is kind of cool that it implemented Golden Axe 1, 2 and even 3. So the list in general is not bad at all. All the Mortal Kombats are here. Shinobi 3. Let's see, having Sonic 3 is missing out. I think it's due to like the copyrighted music that was in the game, so they couldn't use that. It's a little bit of a bummer, but yeah. So there are a couple of good games on it, but yeah, the first thing I'm going to do is a couple of gameplays just to see actually how good it is and how bad actually. And then we're going to use a couple of original games in the system itself. Sonic time! Okay, so for the people wondering why everything sounds so slow, it's because it's the Mega Drive, so we are running on the 50 Hertz or PAL. So it's kind of funny, it's like when you're looking at this, I was more like, you know, like the overall, let's say, video or visual quality is not super bad. It's widescreen, that's a fact. But beside that, also the controller plays quite good. I really like the D-pad. So it's a shame about the audio, but beside that, other sound effects seem to be here. Time for some beefcake. Dudes turning into wolfies, oh yeah. You know, it's kind of funny if you're looking back at this, especially now with all the emulation stuff, you can like play every single region. I'm always thinking, it's like, why the hell that we like accept this? Oh boy. Nothing bitch, the original Genesis. Yup. Okay, so another thing I wanted to try out, let's try some Mortal Kombat and let's see what happens. Does it run very well or does it run really crappy? It sounds like shit. A lot of you are familiar with the HDGames product, especially the old HDGames basically. So, but it doesn't matter, like I just wanted to check out what can we actually play on this. So let's try some Street of Rage. Let's see how bad it sounds. So, the cartridge slot is not super bad. Okay, let's power it on and let's have some fun. Of course, for the ultimate test for audio, I'm just going to test out some Street of Rage. But the unfortunate thing is, this doesn't really support any flash cards whatsoever. And if you want to boot up the virtual racing card, that doesn't work either with the HDGames system. The next test I wanted to do is the Sonic 3 with Sonic and Knuckles. But unfortunately with these systems, the same problem occurs every single time. Doesn't work. It really sucks. Mamma mia! There's only one thing left to do, is do a rip and tear. So when it comes to the HDGames Mega Drive, yeah, this thing is clearly marketed for, let's say, the European market, or basically like, well, let's say European market. I can still remember like a lot of the games back in the day, and I think it's very cool that they released something like this back, but this is not the way how you actually want to play or remember it, or you just completely forgot how it sounded, and you're more like, you know, people will not recognize the sound, so nobody will give a crap. But again, like nowadays, you would be surprised how much money they ask for this. I need to get myself a different screwdriver. Somehow that is more like the weirdest thing ever, that they're asking like a lot of money for this. And it's also a little bit of a bummer, because you can rather like spend like just some normal money on it, because this thing doesn't even support HDMI out. And again, like there are even some basic converters for this, that you can just get HDMI, but then let's be honest, that's not the way how you actually want to play. So inside there was nothing much you can find, that's it, this is the only thing that we're going to get. This thing is made in 2019, I'm guessing. I cannot really read it. No. We have two micro switches over here. That's basically like connecting with this board. It seems like they sent some stuff off. Like I cannot like really read what is there. Oh, so this board is basically made in 2016. The pin connector they're using is not super bad at all. Like if you're going to plug in your game, it fits in perfectly. So that something that I was very flabbergasted about, because normally when having like clone systems, they get in and they are like impossible to get out. Yeah, I already mentioned about the wireless controllers. It's a little bit of a bummer that this is not like great. It doesn't work that great in my opinion. The construction, how they made it, is quite interesting. They have one big PCB going all the way up. There's even like a capacitor in here. Then having like the receiver, and then having of course the LED that's basically sticking out over here at the top. That's giving you like the signal that this thing has some juice. So what is kind of interesting, that you need to remove the batteries from the wireless controller. Otherwise, this controller, the one you plugged in, doesn't get recognized. So yeah, if you're having an original Sega controller, you still have like a little bit of an, let's say, nostalgia vibe going on over here. And again, if you're just going to combine it with the original controller, again, it's going to be like a real Sega original vibe, besides the horrible audio. Already mentioned a couple of times that the visual part is not bad at all. If you can pick up one of these things for not a lot of money, I just love collecting something that is Sega related, I think it's a very cool novelty. Unfortunately, the audio is pretty damn horrible, but beside that, like, the visual is not bad at all. Like, the controller gameplay, yeah, not a great experience, because I'm not like having the console positioned every single time correctly, so my basically signal dropped away. But when you're looking at the overall quality, it's not bad at all, and I just really enjoyed myself playing with these things. Of course, nothing beats the original controllers. Playing original games, putting them in here, fits perfectly. Everything is very nice. It's a good concept, but if you can buy it for cheap, it's fun. Beside that, I would just avoid it. There are better solutions nowadays. Thanks for watching, consider subscribing, and it would be great to see you in the next video.